Hey guys, it's Hayes from Cask Strength, your favorite YouTube whiskey channel. Coming at you with my first solo video. I'm going to be reviewing a wonderful bourbon today. Um, just wanted to throw a quick disclaimer about the quality of the video. This is my first ever, so there's going to be no fancy editing. You're not going to find any fancy links like right here or down here. Um, I'm not at that level yet. Hopefully, Vito can help me out there a bit. But in the meantime, I'm just here doing my thing, and I've got a great bourbon to review today, and that is Stagg Junior. This is batch 10. Um, a wonderful, wonderful bourbon. It's at 63.2%. Um, this is probably my favorite offering from Buffalo Trace Distillery, which is quite a popular one. I'm sure all of you guys know. Um, this guy, I believe the batch 10 is from last year, 2018. I could be wrong though because I am in Ontario, the land of the forgotten whiskeys. We get them multiple months, sometimes years after they are released to the rest of the world. So this is batch 10. I do have a batch 11 sitting over there ready to pop open, which very well might be my next review to compare to this one. We'll have to wait and see. So let's get into this here. Now, on the nose, I can't help but always go straight to sour cherry blasters, which is a little sour, chewy candy. I'm not sure if they're available worldwide, but they're definitely a big thing here in Canada. Um, and it's got that real artificial cherry, sour cherry. I haven't had too many candies of that nature, so I go straight to sour cherry blasters. But it's very reminiscent to literally sniffing a bag of that for me. There's a bit of leather in there, old leather. Um, Not quite baseball glove, but like maybe couch leather, maybe old reading chair leather. And there's a bit of buttery vanilla creaminess kind of in there, but for me it's just predominantly that sour cherry note, which is one of my favorite notes to get from bourbon that are very common, but kind of outside of your really more common bourbon and oak notes, or sorry, vanilla and oak notes. Oh, it's wonderful stuff. Um, let's get into this on the palate. Mm. Again, so sour cherry blasters with a bit of pepper. Maybe if you took a sour cherry blaster, dipped it in some pepper, and put that in your mouth. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Certainly some oak in there. Um, I'm not sure how old the batch 10 is. Didn't do much research before this. But it's not a ton of oak. Um, there is a bit of creamy vanilla in there too, similar to the nose. Um, then it comes back into an oak with again that sour cherry. Yeah, this is fantastic. So a lot of people I know aren't massive fans of the batch 10. Personally, for me, it's my favorite. I've only had three different batches, but this one is a knockout for me. It used to be available up here on shelves in our government run liquor stores for about $90. $88 to $95. It kind of went up and went down a bit. And then this year it became a lottery item. So I got that batch 11 via winning the chance to purchase one through the lottery. So it's kind of sucks that it's not as available anymore. So I can't really claim it as a readily available dram. I was gonna compare it right to Booker's for the same price range, around $100. Booker's is, while still not abundant here in Ontario, is a lot easier to find, and knock on wood, is not a lottery bottle right now. So let's hope that it stays that way. This is sorry, I had to have another sip there. I love this stuff. It is, for me, doesn't carry, because of that strong sour cherry that I get from it, and it's not very, there's not a ton of vanilla in here. There's not a ton of, see, there is some oak. The oak does kind of develop in there near the finish. But on the palate, just that sour cherry and pepper. Um, and that pepper kind of spice is just a little hot, and I'm guessing that's probably coming from the 63.2%, which is pretty respectable. I like my bourbons hot, as far as alcohol percentage goes. Um, so I really love this one. Um, in the interest of keeping these kind of short, concise reviews, because I tend to go on and on and on, for those of you that know me, um, I'm going to bring this to a close. I don't have a rating system yet or a scale, because I find that it's constantly changing for me, as is everyone's. But I'm gonna kind of go with the Brad method, and say this is really good. And for bourbon, I would say it's a must try, must buy. If you can find it, pick some up. Again, in Canada, we're paying a lot higher prices. I know you guys down in the States are paying a lot less than us, but if you're up in Canada, they are around. If you can find it, in my opinion, it's worth the $100. Um, and yeah, so if you can find some, pick it up. It's great stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time when I get my batch 11 open, and we'll compare it and see how that goes. Thanks everyone. Have a good night.